How you doing? Rick Bowman, and we're back with video number 3 in how to buy a car with bad credit. And in this video, what I really want to discuss with you is your mindset. You know, how are you thinking when you go in to buy a car? What's your attitude like? And this will probably be a little longer video than most, but I guess the first thing is, I've had 20 years in the business, and I've watched people, and I've specialized in bad credit. And I watched who got cars and who didn't get cars. And it absolutely amazed me that you would have some people, and not all people, and you may not like me after I'm saying this, but I need to get everybody thinking right, okay? That some people, because they think they've got a real good job, okay, and let's say a real good job is $4,000 a month gross income, that they can walk in, even with bad credit, and buy the super killer rig, okay, Hummer, or the fancy 2007 Escalade for $35,000. I'm here to tell you that that's probably not going to happen unless you have a substantial down payment. And when I say substantial, I'm talking probably somewhere in the area of, $10,000. Those things just don't happen. Now, again, I haven't seen your credit, okay, so it's hard for me to judge on each thing. But when you've got credit dings, and when I'm referring to what I would call subprime credit, mid-subprime credit, somewhere in the mid-5s, those deals are financeable. You can even be down in the 480s, okay, as far as score goes, and be financeable. And there's banks out there that do that. There's banks that specialize in those types of loans, what they call subprime. But usually, you're going to have to crawl before you walk. Okay, and the people that would come in with the attitude and looking for the killer rig Escalade or the Hummer, okay, with a mid-5 score, we're going to walk out disappointed. And what happens is they end up getting mad at the dealership. Let's think about something. If you're in a position right now, and I'm not beating you up, okay, because I've got a lot of compassion for people that have bad credit. If you're in a position right now where you need an automobile loan, and you haven't paid your bills, look at it from the point of view of the bank. Track record has a lot to do with it, okay? And banks are what they call risk-based lenders. Risk-based lending means is, what are the chances of me getting paid every month without having to pick up the phone and make a phone call, or with the potential of repossessing the car? Now, the interest rates are according to that amount of risk. So, if you're in a market where you need to be able to purchase a car, let's say it's, to get to work back and forth, what I'm asking you to do is crawl before you walk. This is, not what I would say a quick process. If you think you're going to fix this in 3 months, it's not going to happen. It takes about a year to 2 years to get this turned around. So when we're looking for a car, the first thing that we want to do is you want to look at cars that are, A, good transportation vehicles, probably going to get some good gas mileage. You're also going to be looking for a car that's probably somewhere in the range of anywhere between $8,000 to $15,000. Okay, is probably smart thinking, especially if you've got credit problems. The second thing is the attitude that you display when you go to the dealership is you want to have your hat in your hand. I've watched people come in with the attitude, and you know what? The last thing I wanted to do was go ahead and work on their deal when they started demanding and telling me what I'm going to do for them. That's not the way to get a car loan, okay, and it's not the way to buy a new car. You don't have anything to back you up, okay? It's like showing up with a knife to a gunfight. I mean, you're fighting a losing battle from the beginning. Now, keep in mind, why dealerships usually irritate with most customers that are bad credit. You have to remember, there's not a lot of profit in these car deals. A lot of people think there are, but there aren't. And you're going to ask somebody to invest a lot of time. And in most cases, the finance managers and most of the finance directors out there don't want to mess with subprime. It's a pain in the butt. There's a lot of documentation that comes with it. The customers tend to be difficult to work with. A lot of them lie. And I'm going to tell you right now, the first thing you cannot do is you cannot lie on a subprime car deal. There's no way. The banks are very, very well educated, and they call everybody. They check everything thoroughly. So you can't lie. So the two things that I wanted to point out in this, video, is A, our mindset. B, we're going to crawl before we walk. okay? And we're going to look for cars that are realistic. The second thing that we're going to do is we're going to keep a good attitude when it does come time to go to the dealership, and you're going to be humble. Now, humble doesn't mean you're going to lay down and let them do whatever they want. And we're going to go ahead and kind of put some defenses up so that they can't take advantage of you. And that's what we're going to cover probably in the next video here. But as long as we got those two things, the key points here, hat in your hand type of attitude, very humble, okay, and appreciative. And the second thing is, let's be realistic on the car that we go after. We're looking for something probably $8,000 to $15,000. In the next video, we're going to go ahead and we're going to talk a little bit about what type of cars work and start getting into getting pre-approved on loans. And a lot of that stuff is going to be on our website, and that's www.howtobuyacarwithrickbowman.com. And we're going to have some stuff, some free resources that are up there that we're going to help you get pre-approved. And matter of fact, throughout this whole course, I'm going to show you exactly how to turn your credit around and get it cleaned up and become a 700 score within probably a couple of years. So bear with us, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching this one.